You're always constantly in contact with either the chair or the vice chairs or other board members about their constant problems or pressing issues. How will you keep yourself accountable to maintaining those contacts within KP and outside of KP and stay in constant communication?
I think that definitely the whole constant communication takes a lot of organization, just because you're getting like so much information and a lot of details go into that information. So you definitely have to be organized and make sure that nothing gets lost in everything you have to do. So how would I hold myself accountable is, well, like I said, be more organized in like what I have to do, and also I guess in terms of communicate. Well, I'll definitely on my end maintain like constant communication, but hopefully the other people would also be as responsive, because those are some issues that that we as K4 board faced this year. So for me personally, I feel that if the other people or people with whom I work are responsive, then I will be the same. Kinda.
So there's two more questions, and Tian and then Jane.
Okay, as you may or may not have known, AS changed the rules for Makasama as a benefit showcase. The new rule is that you must make what they loan to you in order to get, or else you lose that money. And as KP, you will have to pay that. I was wondering, as you know, like the whole YouTube fad is like kind of falling out. How do you plan on improving, or what are your plans to make Makasama as successful as a benefit showcase if you're keeping it that way, to gain all that money, like to not have like money be an issue? Like what yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Thank you. Well, Makasama as a benefit showcase, I think is pretty successful. But what Byron was saying earlier, of maybe going back to how it was before and making it more of a cultural like festival fair, not just necessarily a benefit showcase, I feel would be more effective, just because it would tailor to more people's like what they would want to see. Because I feel that like the benefit showcase itself, though it's exciting and you get to see all these musicians and YouTube famous people, I feel that maybe expanding it more and making it more a festival with other activities and I guess other things too would be more effective in raising the money. And maybe because I feel that or at least when I was attending Makasama like this year and last year, the majority of the attendees were just from KP. So I feel like we were just kind of investing and just getting our money back. And so I think a way to reach out more to the San Diego community realistically is have maybe a cause, something like all the benefits or the proceeds go to, say, a high school scholarship that would benefit like a certain group of high school students. And so I feel that the San Diego community would then be more invested to go, and that would also reach out to the high school students, because at the end the money that is raised will be going back to them. So maybe have like a different cause. And then in terms of the YouTube fad dying out, I think that having it more of a festival would maybe help solve that problem, because the focus isn't so much on like just the performances. So have like these other things to do, like maybe obviously food and like other activities, games, etc. Have it like more like a festival instead of just a show.
Jane.
That besides your events and liaison business, you're also accountable for the growth and needs of about 60 non-exec board members. So how do you intend to retain yourself while simultaneously managing a large group of users?
Retention, I think that definitely takes a lot of work and time, obviously, and effort, because, well, for me personally, going from a smaller board of 8 people, which I think was hard enough to maintain, to 16 like fellow board members, definitely checking in with each and every one of them, and like what Carl was emphasizing, keeping that constant communication is really important, because a lot of the time what we experienced this year was that sometimes if you don't maintain that constant communication, you don't really know what's going on in some of your board members' lives, and then you know when it gets bad, that's when I guess you find out. So definitely checking in consistently and periodically with my fellow board members, and hopefully as time permits, like having one-to-ones with them, I think is really important, and just really highlighting the importance of self-care, because a lot of times you always do things, and I feel that joining KP board, you do a lot of things you do not for yourself but for other people, because I mean, being part of the, like, I guess all board execs this year, and being part of the planning process, like we would always try to make it so that it was for everyone, and it was for our own like self-fulfillment, I guess, but it was to really have like self-care for fellow board members. So yeah, definitely just highlighting the importance of that, and making sure that we save some for ourselves, because we already give so much to like our community and to our organization. And of course, retreats, fun retreats, and breathers and whatnot, and not just always doing work 24/7. And I guess bringing it back to why we're here in the first place, because we get lost in like what we have to do, then we forget, like, why am I even here?
So that was the last question for Leah, but does anybody have any other questions for Vice Chair External? Okay, thank you, Leah.